Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making Arabic pita bread, which is also called khubz. It is really simple to make and requires only 3 ingredients. So before moving on to the recipe, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos and share it with your friends. So firstly we'll need 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour, which is also called maida, half tablespoon yeast, quarter tablespoon salt and 3/4 cup of lukewarm water. Here I'm just sifting the flour. I like to sift it, so I would recommend you do the same. After sifting, we'll directly add our yeast and salt and start kneading the dough with some lukewarm water. Make sure the water is not too hot, it should just be a little warm. If it's too hot, obviously your yeast is going to die and your pita breads won't rise. Also, add in the water gradually because you might need a little less or a little more water depending on your flour. We'll knead the dough until it stops sticking from our hands. And if you find it's too sticky, like over here, we'll just dust in a bit of flour and start kneading it again. But don't dust more than a tablespoon at a time. As you can see, our dough is still a little bit sticky, but I'm not going to add more flour. I'm just kneading it a bit more. After kneading it for 1 to 2 more minutes, the dough has stopped sticking into my hands. That means it's done. So the dough is soft, but it is not sticky. At this point, we are going to cover it with some cling film and let it rise until doubled in size. My dough took around an hour to double in size, but yours might take more time or less time depending on the weather conditions where you are living in. So you can see our dough has beautifully risen, and now we are going to divide them into small balls. From this recipe, I normally make 8, and it all depends on the size of the pita breads you're going for. If you want small pita breads, obviously you can make more than 8, or if you want bigger ones, you can make less than 8. So after dividing them, we are just going to flatten them out with our hands. Once they are all flattened, we will cover them and let them rest for around 15 more minutes. After 15 minutes, we will start rolling them out. I'm rolling them out into a circle, and you can see that my pita breads are medium in size. They're not small or they're not really large. Also, make sure you put enough flour where you're going to put your pita breads after rolling them out so they do not stick to the table. You can see our thickness of the pita bread is not much. Don't make them too thick. And for the last time, we're just going to cover them for 10 minutes and we'll start cooking. So the first pita bread you rolled will be the first one you will cook. Add your pita breads to a hot pan and keep flipping them. You need to flip them every 15 to 20 seconds. And as you can see, our pita bread has started to puff really nicely. And just like this, our first pita bread is ready. Some pitas might puff up really quickly while others take more time. So just be patient and keep flipping the pita bread and eventually it will puff up. You can even give a slight pressure from the back of your spatula, and that will just help it to puff the pita bread. And as you can see, finally our pita bread has puffed up. So just be patient and keep flipping it. Some might take long and some might be really quick, like this one over here, which I think just took around 30 seconds. Our Arabic pita bread is ready and it is so simple to make. As you just saw, it took 3 ingredients and they are beautifully hollow from inside, so you can fill them up with whatever you like. Do give it a try and let me know if yours puffed up as well. Follow me on Instagram and send me all your creations over there. Until next video, Allah Hafiz.